What's up, Internet? My name's Nerdy.
And I'm Clarus.
This is our full spoiler chat for Episode 5, Rampage of the Bad Batch. We get Nerdy Nightly.
And we thought we'd share it with you.
Tech, Echo, Rekka, Hunter, and Omega travel to another planet to do another thing because they need stuff.
I mean, yeah. If you didn't think that was gonna be the premise, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
You know, like that's exactly what's happening. And I actually really liked this episode.
Oh, it was great.
I thought it was fantastic. I had a really great time. Omega is really starting to feel more like a part of the Bad Batch. They gave her a communicator. And what?
She is.
Well,
they wouldn't get anything done without her.
That's true.
I love the first episode of this. They do that opening mission with Caleb Doom, and they take out all the droids, and they're like amazing. And ever since every episode since the first episode, you're just kind of like,
how did you survive?
Was Crosshair the secret? Like, you guys get knocked out all the time.
Yeah, they don't, You know what, maybe they're just a little frazzled right now. One of their own turned on them. We're going to give them the benefit of the doubt here.
This is just the second time in 4 episodes since the first episode where the team on the mission, the first time it was on the moon, it was just Hunter, and this time it's all of the Bad Batch get knocked out, and Omega has to save the day by interacting with an animal. Yeah,
definitely similar themes. I like this episode better, actually.
Than the moon one?
Yeah,
me too.
I think this was like the better version of that, so I'm like, all right. Yeah, I loved the reference to The Last Jedi. It was very fun. No, sorry, Return of the Jedi. I can't believe I just confused those two things.
The
Not
Rancor.
The Last Jedi, Return of the Jedi.
So the plot of this revolves around the Bad Batch meeting up with Sid, a really cool underbelly crime person who I don't remember from Clone Wars.
Okay. But apparently has like helped the Jedi.
And they might be in Clone Wars, but I don't remember them.
Okay.
But yeah, they've been known to give underworld secrets to the Jedi in the past, and so this is where they go to find out who the mysterious bounty hunter that obviously as Star Wars fans we know as Fennec Shand from The Mandalorian, and the upcoming book of Boba Fett, but they don't know who she is. They don't know why she's after them, and other than the fact that she wants Omega, and so much like every other Star Wars thing, all right, I'll give you that. But you have to do a job for me. And so Sid sends the Bad Batch to the other side of the planet to get Monchi back, a child, they're
adolescent.
told. From some slave traders. And what I find really interesting about Star Wars is even like the kids stuff isn't afraid to like show that.
To show
slavery and slave trading and like... Yeah,
and Omega's like, well, that doesn't sound very good.
No, she's never heard of... Like, this is a weird thing that they've done with this character, and I really like Omega, but the one weird inconsistency is that she's either, like, brilliant, or she doesn't know, like, what slavery is.
She's naive, but she's very smart.
I know, but she seems to be educated. And you're telling me that, like, you have a clone army that you are in charge of, and the idea of slavery, and maybe they've protected her from the idea of slavery so that they don't kind of have to get into the moral complications of whether or not the clone army is necessarily not slavery.
Fair.
Because there is a legitimate kind of question there of like, well, you bred them to fight for you, but they're not...
Do they get paid?
No.
So, okay.
They get taken care of, right? Like, they don't have anything of their own.
Right.
You know, they can't leave.
Yeah.
If you leave, you're a deserter. So, like...
Yeah, okay, then it kind of makes sense that they would have sheltered her from that idea. And maybe that's going to come back. Maybe that's going to come back. She's going to be like,
now that I kind of think about it, I'm also kind of like, why are the clones... The clones are like, slavery's bad. And I'm like, yes.
Yes, I'm glad that we realized that together.
Your situation was different.
It always is.
But I liked the slavers, which not in like I liked them, but like in terms of villains,
was cool.
Yeah, the lead slaver character dude, he was.
They were like kind of like cat people with helmets on.
Yeah, and his dragon was really fun.
Yeah, there was an image, and they had the like dragon animal on top of the big tall tower, and him on the balcony underneath, and I was like, it's Daenerys.
Hey, I've seen this show.
I've seen this before.
This doesn't end well for that character.
No.
And it doesn't. But so we find out that Manchi is a Rancor.
Yeah.
A little baby Rancor.
Yeah, Omega's like snooping around because the Bad Batch gets captured very easily. Like, very easily. It's wild.
To be fair, they didn't expect a dragon. To be fair, like, you know what? I feel like they could have handled the kiddies just fine. But they didn't expect a dragon.
Okay.
And, like, that happens. Sometimes you just don't expect a dragon.
That is fair.
Yeah. Because they're fine because they're, like, prepped. They're, like, scoping things out until...
the dragon gang.
Until the dragon takes Echo from behind.
Yeah.
No phrasing.
Anyways, so Omega is like sneaking around because she realizes that that's fine. You can see yourself.
Oh boy.
So Omega, sorry, we'll go back a step. Omega's on the ship. Goes back to the ship because she's not allowed to come with them.
Yeah, they're like, go back to the ship. I'm like, just tell her to sit. And I turned to you and said this. I was like, just tell her to sit on the ledge with the binoculars and like call stuff out.
Yeah, because here's the thing, like,
because she wants to be a part of it.
Yeah, she's not going to be content.
And you don't have...
Then you're going to
Crosshair
by
is
a
the
dragon.
Secret. Crosshair would have been in the distance. He would have seen the dragon.
Yeah, it is.
They need Crosshair. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah, it's... here's the thing. Part of me is like, oh my god, like, you're letting Omega come with you. And then they sent her back, but... Then I thought about it, and I'm like, what's actually more dangerous for Omega right now? To be with the group, albeit doing dangerous things, or left alone on the ship for Fennec Shand to just come and, like, snatch her up? Because they don't know when she's coming. You know what I mean? Like, actually, what is safer for Omega? I don't know. Probably staying with the Bad Batch.
Yeah, most men don't know when women are coming, to be fair.
Wow, you're, like, 2 for 2 today. Jesus
I feel
Christ.
like after the first one we might as well.
We're leaning into it, folks. The Bad Batch is a kid's show, just in case you're wondering. Oh my god. No, but I want to bring up that important question because I don't know the answer. I don't know what's safer for Omega.
I think that they're under the assumption that Fennec Shand isn't right on their trail right now.
Yeah, they don't know that. And especially after today's episode, we figure out that, like, she is a deadly bounty hunter who is, like, new to the scene, but, like, made a name for herself. So she's dangerous. And in the situation, like, the Bad Batch do all get captured. Here's the thing. If Omega had been with them, Omega would have been captured. So that would have been super dangerous. Yeah. And that's the thing. I don't know. And it's going to be a thing that they're going to, I think, have to address. Or they don't address it. I don't know. She has a bow now, so like she's gonna protect herself. That's true. Omega got a bow. I like the bow idea. I think it's super dope. Yeah. The power bow. The one question I have about it is that the string. Oh my god! It's snowing. Oh my god! It is snowing. Sorry. Canada. It was so hot 2 days ago. 2 days ago it was 30 degrees. I just want to point that out. That's Celsius. That's Celsius. Like 92 Fahrenheit. Anyways, yeah, it's snowing right now. I love that for us. Anyways, so Manchi's a Rancor. Yes. So Manchi's a Rancor, and Omega, in order to save the Bad Batch, releases the Rancor, which is like a smart idea. Up until you think about the fact that, like, it's a Rancor. Yeah, exactly. But it is only a baby, and it is so freaking cute. That was adorable. I want a stuffed baby Rancor. Are you kidding me? That would be a cute little stuffed animal. Oh my god, you have no heart. You are a callous machine woman. Trust me, I know. YouTube has told me. Oh my god. That Rancor was so adorable. And him and Wrecker just like punching each other. I was like, this is that was very funny. This is sweet. So so obviously the Rancor takes out all the slavers pretty much, is no problem. Yeah. And they're like, okay, well now we have to get this Rancor back to like oh god, I've forgotten the name already. Sid. I was like, because
someone's there.
Because somebody is there waiting
Spoilers.
for that Rancor.
This is a spoiler chat. It's been Fortuna.
No, but definitely the best part of it was that I think it was Tech was like, you have to. They have like a I can't even.
Oh no! Yeah, Tech is like Rancors.
They respect
have like lead or
a hierarchy.
Yeah.
And so Wrecker's like, great.
You have to challenge it as the alpha, and Wrecker's like, I can do that.
Yeah. And so they just literally tire each other out, and they're like...
They just start beating the crap out of each other. But how strong is Wrecker?
Oh my god.
Like, how actually strong is Wrecker?
Well, he literally ripped off a metal collar.
Yeah,
with his bare hands.
That wasn't as impressive to me as when he picks up a rock from behind him that's like this big. And he throws it at the Rancor.
That's true. Your back strength, your lats.
Like you're talking about like multiple muscle groups lifting probably well over 100 pounds from an awkward angle. Like he must be. Yeah. He also fights a Rancor barehanded.
Yeah. Honestly,
it's so cool. Like it's so cool in a way that like if I was 10 right now, I would think about this for the rest of my life. You know what I mean?
I want to be Wrecker. And you're practicing lifting boulders.
You know what? I would be a gym bro. If I saw this when I was 10, I would never stop working out. I wouldn't be the lazy, schlubby boy that I am. I would be Dwayne The Rock Johnson because all I would want to be is Wrecker when I grow up because he's the funniest. Yeah. He's the sweetest. Mm-hmm. He's the best towards Omega. Mm-hmm. When
I think he's my favorite.
When I can't remember what the line was, but Omega's like, gives him a high five, and he's like, yeah.
Oh, right at the beginning. I don't remember.
Yeah, but like their little high five, I was like, oh my god, Wrecker and Omega's relationship is the best part about the show. Yeah. It must be protected. It's so wholesome.
Yeah. So they manage to get the Rancor back to Sid, who has a guest waiting for it.
Bib Fortuna! And the Gamorrean guards.
Yeah.
I was so excited.
Yeah, so I believe that we are meant to assume it is the Rancor from Return of the Jedi.
I mean, yeah, I would assume so, right?
It kind of makes sense timeline.
I don't know what the Rancor in Return of the Jedi is. Its name might have already been released. So like there might be people who watch this episode being like, Manchi, that's the Rancor from Return of the Jedi. That was not us, unfortunately, but
no, I don't know that much about Star Wars lore.
That's true.
We should have called Alex Damon.
I think that he would like block me if I just called him every time I wanted to ask him about Star Wars question.
Be like, dear God.
Hey, I know you were on my podcast one time, but please answer all of my personal questions.
Yeah, I think that would be a bad idea. But no, the episode was super fun. I loved all the characters in it. I loved the callback. I like
Sid a lot.
Yeah, Sid is cool.
I hope Sid is like the recurring like mercenary work. Also, I really like the struggle that the Bad Batch is having with the concept of being mercenaries. Because that's what differentiates. There's a lot of people talking about how this show is very similar to The Mandalorian in like structure. And what differentiates it about it is The Mandalorian doesn't seem very conflicted about being a mercenary.
Oh, yeah. That's just who they are.
There is an emotional arc going on with the Bad Batch, realizing what it means to not be in the military anymore. And I actually think that's really interesting. And I think that there's a lot of complicated, subtext things that go on in a lot of these scenes that are only possible because the animation has gotten to the point where you can really, really tell what's going on in their eyes, right? Like the animation in this show, I know we say it every time, but it's so beautiful.
It's so good.
When I think about like the first season of Clone Wars to where we're at now with these, it's unbelievable the leaps forward we've made and everything. The cities feel so lived in. The background models of characters, Clone Wars. The first season of Clone Wars had like the battle droids, and then like there would be like human model 1, human model 2, and human model 3 populated multiple times. Yeah. In this show, well, and it was the technology at the time, but in this show, if you look into the backgrounds of these scenes, there is like a wide array of people when they're in these urban environments, and I think that that's just really cool. I'm really, really impressed with everything they've done in this. Yeah. Yeah. This episode was fun. I love the Rancor. I don't know why you don't think it was cute. It was adorable.
Yeah.
I like Omega. Her being so close to danger as an adult makes me uncomfortable because I'm like, that's a kid. Yeah. But, they have done a good job of making it like, oh no, she has to step in now because it's not like the Bad Batch are like all right, you're up first, kid.
Yeah,
she's kind of like the last resort, which, you know,
they are trying to protect her.
Yeah, they're just doing a terrible job.
Doing a good job. Exactly.
They're so bad at keeping her out of danger.
Yeah. But, you know, A for effort.
A for effort.
Yeah.
Yeah, is there anything else? Do we miss anything?
No, that was everything I wanted to touch on.
All right. Well, in that case, if you like this video, like and subscribe. If you don't like this video, dislike it. And I shouldn't keep saying this because people do leave mean comments, but leave mean comments below.
Go for it.
Say mean things about us. The algorithm god is hungry, and we must feed her. You can also follow us over on Twitch. I'm streaming over at twitch.tv/nerdynightly.
I'm over at twitch.tv/clarusdracarys later today with some Subnautica.
Didn't want to do it in a fun accent like I did?
Accents are not my strong suit.
Yeah, nerdynightly is easier than clarusdracarys. Yeah, never mind.
What?
clarusdracarys.
You crushed that. You crushed it. 10 out of 10.
As always, my name's Nerdy.
And I'm Clarus.
Do something nerdy tonight.
Bye.
Bye.